my game. Yeah, I don't really grind, but I have been. Anyway, so yeah, like the title says, I don't know if it's Destiny 2 or it was just my curse, but yesterday afternoon I was happily on my way to finally unlocking the catalyst for this bow, which is the free exotic for the season that you do get in the season pass or a little bit earlier if you were playing, if you were paying to play, as opposed to being a rando like myself and doing just a free to play thing. As you can see, everything is locked down here. Oh, woe is me! I don't have the inside line. Um, what is this? Oh yeah, rat. I almost want to say it was a raccoon entrepreneur, but I like that, the raccoon entrepreneur. I'm gonna make a furry class in D&D. I'm gonna call it the raccoon entrepreneur. It's gonna be the only interaction everybody gets with the raccoons. Oh, limited time Eververse offer. Yeah, it's all the stuff I already own. April Fool's Day. Oh, it is Happy April Fool's Day. Holy fuck! Is it really? No, it's not yet. What day is it? Fuck, it's the 29th, right? The 28th. Fucking hey, dude. Why am I like a day ahead of myself? One would think that I am suffering from jet lag, which is interesting because that's not what I'm doing. Anyway, so yeah, April Fool's Day, which I think will be 29th, 30. I think it's a Friday. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Raid challenges have begun. Good for them. Let's go take a look at the store real fast and see what's the refresh here, because we actually did cross over. So right this way. Well, that's kind of neat. There you go. Go fuck yourself. Actually, you know what's so funny is that I do this maneuver sometimes, but I only have the middle finger out when I do it. I can remember one time I was really pissed at work, and I kept pointing with my middle finger every time I needed to point to or indicate a direction. I did it with my middle finger, and it was like towards the end of the shift. My supervisor, who was kind of a buddy of mine, she walks up, she goes, "I've been noticing what you've been doing all day. If the GM was in the store, you'd be in trouble." I go, "Why would I be in trouble?" Because I'd be forced to tell him. I was like, "Oh, okay, that honor of the corporation." Anyway, yeah, it was a fun job. Limitless subversion cloak. Oh, so back to my conversation earlier. So yeah, I have long been aware of the fact that I have shit-tastic and wacky random luck. So I'm in my match. I'm in my Iron Banner match, the last Iron Banner match I played this season so far, or this round. And I did get myself to Gilded. I did do a full reset. I was on my third reset, and I was going to complete the catalyst, and then my internet dies out on me. And at first I thought, did I piss off somebody in Crucible? Because there's a spot in the ruins map. It's like if you come in on B spawn and then head out towards the coast, there's a bunch of rocks, and you can hide behind those rocks. And most people don't really think about them. Everybody knows they're there, but nobody really thinks about it. And so I'm hiding back there, and this guy wanders up, and I can tell he's looking for me because he can see my wedge is pinging on his radar every now and then. And so finally I decided when he got close enough, he's in my circle, there's that inner part of the radar. Fighter pilots use it as also the danger zone. You don't want your opponent, you don't want your adversary or your bogey in your circle. You want to be in their circle, which is complicated. I'll explain that sometime later. But in any case, so he finally gets in my circle. I pop up and I double shot him with my Mobius quiver, and dies. And so I run towards the B spawn that's towards the spider tank, because I figured if he died there, I was testing a theory that maybe he'll spawn over there, and sure enough, he does, and I kill him again with my battler. By the way, that's the blue and red battler. That's what BXR stands for, blue and red, because it's a Halo reference to the old Crucible Halo arena. Anyway, so I murder him again, and I go up, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to run around a little bit, because after you take out a Guardian, they get to see you for a little while. I know how long that is. So I run around randomly for a little while, and then I go and find a new camping spot. And as I'm getting myself into position, the game kicks me out. And I'm like, holy fuck. did I just get DOSed because I pulled off a really, sneaky ass in-game maneuver that didn't involve any cheats or exploits? I just used the map the way it was made, which I guess could be exploiting the map. But I mean, exploiting the map for me is like being able to fuse into the mesh and run around off map, shooting people from inside the map where they can't shoot you back. And there was a combined arms map called First Light where my clan and I had figured out that we could glitch into the wall of the lunar surface by using our sparrows and dismounting our sparrows, and we did. We actually spent an Iron Banner match, the six of us behind this wall, shooting at everybody, and the guys on the other side were doing emotes and dances, and we had a dance party. Basically, we just the match was a fuck off, but we did it that one time, and then I told everybody to promise me they would never do it again on their own. This was the one and only time we did it because, one of our guys figured it out and we all wanted to experience it, and that's what we did. At the time, the clan wasn't that big. So I made them all promise not to share it and not to talk about it. And then many months later, they rotate Combined Arms out of the system, so that's a disappointment. In any case, so I figured maybe I got DOSed because, I pulled a shenanigan, and a legit maneuver, really. It'd be the same as a warlock being able to touch off on a ledge while they're airborne, just to extend their airborne ability for another, 5 or 6 seconds. I don't judge that as being a cheat or an exploit. That's you using the map as it is. Exploiting the map is breaking the map to get inside it. That's why I would think that someone exploiting map is having a problem. In any case. So come to find out, the internet just died in the neighborhood. We just got it back about a couple hours ago. And so I was thinking to myself, when a person thinks they're cursed, it is in my opinion, or actually not my opinion, but it is the observation of many others out there that when a person feels that they are cursed or blessed, it is a high expression of ego, not necessarily vanity, but ego. That you feel that you're that important to somebody, or to some things, or to some bodies, that you should be targeted as such. Now, being caught in the crossfire, that's what happens. So, but I'm saying this is like my curse is synchronicity. If there's a perfect storm, if there are 3 or more things that could happen all at once to create a certain event, whether for good or bad for me, they will happen. These 3 or more things may be completely disassociative. They could actually, their chances of all happening at one time are so minuscule that that it could happen is not going to happen at all. But the fact that I was this close to finishing the catalyst for the catalyst and resetting my Iron Banner rank, because I was gaining like a level a match practically at 13.5 reputation boost. That's pretty damn fast, and all that stuff. And then of course the plans later that night for to sit down and catch up on Spy Family, so that when my kids have their conversations, I can listen in and understand what's being said. Plus, it does sound like a really fun story. I mean, it really does. Yeah, it's crazy funny. So my goal when I was younger, when I first realized this was happening to me, and I was in elementary school the first time this happened. When it started dawning on me that, wow, for me to be in this one spot at just this right time, with all these other things happening at just the right time, and I'm the only one that this is happening to because I can see it's not happening to anybody else. This is bizarre shit. So the synchronicity, being aware of it, and then later in high school, thankfully to the police, I go on a deep dive to learn about it. Easier to read and have explained to you than it is to explain to somebody else. Does that sound strange? It does. So I thought about, well, is there a way I can leverage this? And for about a 5-year span in my life, when I was in my 20s, I did. I would train myself to see the signs, the portents, the omens. I know, it sounds weird. And then realize that, okay, things are getting set up here. I'm starting to see, well, this is before The Matrix came out. But don't forget, The Matrix was based on a bunch of these books that I was already reading. I could see the system setting up to do something. It's like, this is either going to hurt my ass or help my ass. How can I make it helpful? How can I make it helpful to me and everybody I'm connected to in these moments? Because that's a problem people have to understand, is that there's not just one moment you existed. You existed multiple moments. Future, past, present, and then across other dimensions and realities. You've got to be able to tap into those sensations, because that's all they are. They're impressions, like feeling the Force. And no, it's not going to be a tickle on your hand by a reed from an old Jedi Master. No, it's a sensation that you just kind of intuit. So understanding the synchronicity around you, and then finding harmonious ways to coexist and guide it, so that whatever, because it's like a tool, like everything else. A hammer can be helpful or it can be hurtful. Medicine can harm or it can heal. It's in the application of the tool that you have the benefits or the banes that come from it. Let's see if I can alliterate anymore. And I think that it's that my awareness of synchronicity and my awareness of pattern is also why, even though I don't consider myself a world-class lyricist, I can come up, if I'm given a melody, I can come up with a ditty. Oh my God, that's still alliteration of a sort. So yeah, that's kind of all I really wanted to share at this present time. Let's go take a look at the shop, because it is Tuesday morning. It is the reset, and I want to see what the goodies are. So right this way, I definitely want that one. Let's see. Limitless Subversion Cloak. Based on the conversation I just had with everybody, this is a perfect example of synchronicity. What does it look like when I have my helmet on? Oopsie. Oopsie, whoopsie. Oopsie. Oops, I went too far. I went too far and saw so much. And in the end, I wish I would have just stayed home. It's not a bad cloak. I don't dig the hobo chic back here, but that's okay. Celestial Shell. Ugh, no, I'm not a Scorpio. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. I don't know if anybody here knows that I'm a huge fan of Warhammer 40k, and specifically the orcs and I like the freebooters and the speed freaks. In fact, my army is the combination of the two. They're basically fast striking pirates. This is mine. This is mine. But then again, oh, it's a new Jade Rabbit ornament. I'm picking up some very 1970s Ford Galaxy station wagon wood paneled vibes here. I have to get this in reference to my dad, because he was a big Stone Garden fan. Um, and we had his second his second car love was this Ford Galaxy station wagon that we had. And then when he had to get rid of it, finally he bought himself a Ford Falcon, because by that time Star Wars had come out and he was a big fan of the Falcon. Cannon fodder. I am seeing so many ways this could be manipulated to make it look like I shot myself or shot a Guardian out. Irradiant Charoid. Damn, that's almost seizure-inducing. Might be fun. Son of a bitch. I love the fact that the shader actually shades your exotic weapon that you have in your hand, but that can never really happen. Alright, so I think the first thing I'm going to get is this one. I'm going to pick that up. And, ooh, what is this Archon Prime? This is from the Perfected. Now, see, this is fallen tech that I wouldn't mind. I mean, it's still got some spiky shit on it, but it's out of view. It's down there on the pistol, on the barrel grip. Why would they put spikes on the barrel grip? That is just stupid. And this is just the most ridiculous fucking. Yeah, never mind. Now that I've examined it and thought about it, that's not going to happen. All right, we're going to buy the Sparrow. Give me something to earn, and I'm going to buy the Sparrow. Excellent. Oh, that is so cool. What is this one? Disciples' Judgment. Okay. That seems pissy and uninteresting. All right, so we are earning Bright Dust for the Karasansui, I guess, and Irradiant Char. Oh, my lord. Ugh. I used to be really, 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 really good at reading those kinds. Oh, we still got some banner. Wait, the fuck? It is Tuesday, right? It is 10:15 on Tuesday. We still have Iron Banner. I need to find out something here. Is Iron Banner a 2-week gig? I thought it went away at reset. Reset was at 10 o'clock. Yeah, March 28th. It's supposed to be gone today or through to 28th. That is weird. Well, this is cool. I don't understand what's happening or why I'm able to play Iron Banner right now. It's supposed to be past the reset. The reset's at 10 o'clock now because of daylight savings. Until March 28th. Yeah, 9 a.m. Pacific Date Time. That's weird. Then I'm asking the wrong question. Why is Iron Banner extended? Come on. Why is Iron Banner? Did they realize that everybody lost out yesterday? Yeah, 10 a.m. Pacific Date Time. I'm 17 minutes past the clock, so I am 17 minutes past the clock. I'm basing this on my 17 minutes past the clock. You have been disconnected from the Destiny 2 servers. There may be a problem with your internet connection for both. No, okay. I bet when I go back now, it's going to be gone. Yeah. Okay, so it was just holdovers. Oh, that's disappointing. Uh, well, let's go to the tower, pick up our bounties, go do our Bright Dust farm, and I'll get that last little bit of the catalyst, pre-catalyst taken care of, and we'll go on from there. Anyway, that's about all I'm going to share for this morning. I'm going to go do some casual play time. Hope you guys have a great week. Don't forget it's Iron Fools. Iron Fools. I'm writing that one down because I think I'm going to use that. Iron Fools. Okay, cool. All right. So, thanks for stopping by. Hope you all have fun.